In this AlignMix how-to video, you will learn how to create a hierarchy in your AlignMix files. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, it's just different level of assignments. By default, AlignMix has territories as your first level of assignment, so zip codes are assigned to territories. By default, the second level is districts, so territories are assigned to districts, and then districts are assigned to our third level, which are called regions. If your organization or company calls these three different levels something else, you can change that in the File, Options, Settings. And you would click here on Project, and you would rename your first level to something else. But by default, it's territory, and the plural form is territories. First level of management, which is our second level of assignment, is our districts, and then finally third is our regions. So if you wanted to change that, you can do that here in the options. So now let's click here on Cancel. There are a few ways that you can create your hierarchy in AlignMix. The first way is to import your hierarchy. You learned how to do that in the zip code import section, but as a refresher, I'll show you now in this video how to import your zip to territory assignments with district and region assignments as well. So minimizing this screen, you'll see my Excel file. Here in column A, we've got our zip codes. Column B is the territory ID, then we have the territory name, district assignment, and region assignment. And you'll notice the golden rule applies here where all of our labels appear in the same row. So this way we have an easier import process. So now let's pull back up our AlignMix file and let's import that hierarchy. To do that, you click on File, Import your data, select the file for import, and we have to click the back button and select the correct tab for import. Now we drag zip code to zip code ID, territory ID, territory name goes to name, district ID to district, region ID to region. Click Next, Next again, and all that is imported and click on Finish. So we just imported our zip to territory to district to region assignments. And we can view those assignments by opening up a new tab, going to Maps and clicking on District Map View. Those are our districts, and the label by default is showing the span of control. So that's showing you how many territories are assigned to each district. We open up a new tab, go to Regions, you'll see the same thing but at the region level. So you can see we've got 3 regions. So by default, we have territories, districts, and regions. And this import process assigns zip codes to territories, territories to districts, and districts to regions. So now let's start over with a file where we just have a zip to territory assignment. I've just created a brand new file where we don't have zip codes assigned to territories, territories to districts, and districts to regions. This is a standard zip to territory file without any hierarchy created. And just to confirm, we'll open up a new tab and click on the Maps button and click on District Maps. And you'll see no districts have been created. So we just have zip codes assigned to territories. So the first way to assign your territories to a hierarchy, to a district, is to do that via the territory properties. You can right-click on a territory, click on Properties, and here you will see all the data that is linked to this territory. Right now in the drop-down menu, no districts appear because no districts have been created in this file. So to create a new district, I can click here on the green plus button and type in the name of the district. I'll type in New England for both the ID and the name, and then click here on the Add button. And now you see New England appears here in the dropdown. And now click OK. So right now we've assigned one territory to one district. To view that district, let's open up that new tab and go to the district map. And you'll see right there we've got a blue district with the number 1 showing. Let's change that a little bit. Instead of the span of control appearing as a label, I would like the label to show the district name. So clicking on district name and now OK. So that's the first way that you would assign your sales territories to a district. So let's go back to our first tab and try that again. Right-click on the Boston territory, click on Properties, and now since we've already created a single district, this drop-down menu will show New England. I click OK, and now this territory has been assigned to the New England district. To view it, we'll click back here on the District Alignment tab, and now you'll see that Boston territory has been assigned. Let's go back to our first tab here. We can use the Territory Lasso tool to lasso multiple sales territories. So let's do that here. I'm going to click over here outside of the US and lasso all of the New England areas, like so, and let go. You can see a summary of all the territories that I've just selected. 2 of those territories have already been assigned, but I lassoed them also. Click here on the next button, and we can assign these territories to an existing district. And if you had more districts created, you would see them in the dropdown, or you could create a brand new district and name that district here. For this example, I will assign them to the New England district and click on Finish. Going back to the district alignment view, you'll see now that the New England district has expanded to capture all those lassoed areas that I grabbed in the previous step. Let's go back to our territory alignment tab, zoom out, and now let's zoom into Florida. Using the territory lasso once again, I'm going to lasso all of the Florida territories and let go. This time you'll notice that all the territories that I've lassoed are not assigned to any districts. Click on Next, and we will create a new district, and we will call it the Florida district. Florida, click Finish, and now all of those have been assigned to Florida. Just to confirm, I'll right-click on one of those territories, go to Properties, and you'll see it shows Florida. Clicking the drop-down menu, you'll now see New England and Florida. So let's click Cancel and now view our district alignment map, and you'll see Florida is shown here. While in this district map view, you can also use the Touch Align tool to expand your districts. So if we come down here to the Florida district, click and hold with the left button on your mouse on that district, and we can chip away and assign territories to that district. You can also create new districts. So let's say we want to create a district in Texas. I'm simply going to use the Touch Align tool, left click, and color out this area. As I do that, it's capturing the entire territory shape and is called District 1. So let's rename District 1 to be Texas. Right click on that district will pull up your radial tool. Click on the properties, and now we can rename District 1 to Texas. Texas, and click on OK. Using the Touch Align tool in the district map view is a great way to easily move your district boundaries around, but you can't really see where your territory boundaries are. And we can turn on your territory boundaries by going to Configure Layers, selecting Territories, and we want our territory boundaries visible. And I will make it a bright pink color so that we can easily see it on the map, adjust the maximum width, and the level they appear at. So now you can see where every single territory is. So if you wanted to add some of South Carolina and North Carolina to this Florida district, you would do it just like that. Let's make some adjustments here and like that. So you can use the Touch Align tool at the district map view to create your districts. So let's fill in some of these areas just so that we have a complete district map for some of our sections here. I'll also color in this whole area. We'll just leave it called District 2. We'll have California down here and this whole middle area, just filling in all of our territories to be assigned to districts. So now we have a full district alignment. But before we progress to our third level assignment, let's look at a territory table. You do that by opening up a new tab, click on Tables, and click on Territory Table. Here you will see all of our data summed up into a territory table view. You can also see the assignments for our sales territories. If in this file you had sales reps, you would see the name of the sales reps. But in this example, we do not. But what we do have is we have our district assignments. And you can see all of our territories are assigned to districts. You can reassign these territories from this view by double-clicking on the name of that district, and you'll see a drop-down showing all of your districts that have been created in this file. What you cannot do from this table view is create new districts. You have to create new districts either from the right-click radial tool or by lassoing all of those territories using the territory lasso tool and then assigning them to a district, or you can use the district map view to do those assignments. But you can only make reassignments from the table view. So far we've assigned territories to districts, creating that first and second level of assignment. And now we can create our third level of assignment. So to do that, let's click on the Open New Tab button, click on Maps, and go to Regions. And here is our region map view. And you don't see any regions because we haven't created any regions yet. And you can create those regions the same way we created districts. You can do it from the district alignment view by right-clicking on a district, click on Properties, and assign it to a region. The drop-down shows no regions because we haven't created any regions in this file. To create a region, click the green plus button, and we will call this the West and West region. Click Add, and then click on OK. Now when we go to the Region Alignment tab, you'll see now we have a number 1 showing the span of control, the total number of districts assigned to each region. So you see that's a number 1. And we can expand this region by using the Touch Align tool, by clicking on that region and moving the cursor with the left button pushed down on your mouse, and we capture all those extra districts. And there you go. You've just learned how to create a hierarchy in AlignMix.